Good morning and welcome to Going to Work with Gena, which is an infomercial for STEM students. I am Dr. Gena Henderson. This morning, STEM students, we're going to do the Antacid tablet race, and we're going to start out with our materials, which are Antacid from just a regular no-name brand, and we're going to start out with two cold 4-ounce cups of water. They're okay, and so what we're going to do is I'm going to place a whole tablet inside the cold water, and she's going to crush a tablet, and we're going to look at the surface area and how long it takes for molecules to react or for the reaction to occur. So we're going to use also a timer to make sure that we can actually capture the rate that it dissolves, okay? That it reacts with the water, rather, okay? So, all right, so we're going to go ahead and get that done. So, okay, all right. So if you look at that reaction, you can see that a lot is going on here with the crushed tablet. So that means that the surface area, the molecules interact with the tiny particles of the crushed tablet versus a whole tablet. Okay, so it dissolves in it's not quite dissolved all the way, but looks like it is almost dissolved. And we're at 39 seconds. We're at 39 seconds right now. So, okay, 47 seconds. So, looks like it's going to take about a minute to actually fully dissolve itself. Looks like that one's already dissolved. Okay. So, but as we can see, cold water actually, when it's crushed, it actually has a rate, an increased rate. So this one isn't quite dissolved if you look at the top of it. Okay, all right. So now we're gonna so that's a minute and 27 seconds. Okay, so we're gonna reset our clock, and we're gonna actually look at it now from hot water. Okay, so the temperature of this water was about 65 degrees. So we're going to look at hot water now, which is going to be at like 100 degrees. All right, and so we're going to see what happens when it's hot water. Okay. Okay, so now we have our hot water. We're going to go ahead and read our temperature here to make sure to see what the temperature is. And as we can see, it's about 100 degrees, 95 degrees, something like that. Okay, so we want to make sure we record that right here on the sheet that it was at hot. It was 95 degrees, but it was 65 degrees when it was cold. Okay, so we're going to look at it as whole, and we're going to look at it as crushed. And what we're going to call is the reaction time. So the reaction time before was 127. Okay, to dissolve. But we're going to look and see how, as soon as it hits the water, it actually starts dissolving itself. But it took the reaction time to fully resolve was 127, and it was the crushed one. Okay, so now we're going to look at the crush versus the whole while the water is hot. So we're going to go ahead and take this thermometer off, and we're going to get ready to make our transaction. We're waiting on our timer, and ready, set, go. Okay, so our timer is going in. All right, so immediately it started. So as you can see, there's a lot more action always going on in the crushed. Oh, but boy, when you look at the hot, so oh wow, oh, that's a huge difference. That's 15 seconds. That was 15 seconds that the crush was. Okay, so this whole reaction is totally over at 23 seconds. Okay, totally done at 23 seconds. So as we can see, hot water dissolves effervescent tablets quicker. And so that means that the surface area around the molecules, the surface area on a crush around the molecules, since it was crushed, the water just really got in and really dissolved it. But this is like, it's the same as liquid propellants like that we use for fuel at the Kennedy Space Center. And so what we do is we use hydrogen and oxygen. We combine those to make the rocket's thrust, to get to the thrust that we want. And so what we do though, before we preheat the liquid oxygen before we actually combine it, okay, with the liquid hydrogen before we combine it with the liquid oxygen, okay? And so that's how we get that great thrust. So I want to thank you for going to work with Gena. This is my daughter Princess, who's actually come and helped me do this experiment this morning. My daughter Zuri is actually taping it, and we're going to bring more experiments. They're going to do some other experiments during the day by themselves without me. And we're going to actually record them, and we're just going to bring them to you all month long, okay? So I want to thank you for going to work with Gena. If there is any infomercials that you missed, please don't hesitate to go to YouTube, Going to Work with Gena. Thank you.